Good evening. I'm Enarida Lord and welcome to Churikua. This is our flight. Just a few months ago, something unbelievable happened that has marked our city forever. It occurred on that feast, the day of Saints Peter and Paul, in the year of our Lord, 1284. It was common here in Hamelin, as you must realize, for us to suffer from famines, something that has affected us all, especially the youngest among us. For many of us, peddlers and some minstrels are our only source of news, including the most essential information: wars and invasions. Since, after all, there is nothing or almost nothing beyond our own lives. Until one day a man with a Pied Piper and a brightly colored suit arrived here. He came playing his Pied Piper and settled down in Hamelin's main square. Several young people enjoyed his music and stayed there. Some of us enjoyed it just as much, and little by little it became a habit. It was a time of day set aside to listen to his stories after a few songs. The young people listened intently. It seemed almost on purpose, and whenever those of us who were older approached, he would change the subject. The young people all did the same thing. They hummed along to his music, and when we asked what they were talking about, they'd answer, "And things, wars, cities beyond Hamelin, kings." But they never went into detail about anything specific that might describe what the Pied Piper was thinking. Until on the very day of Saints Peter and Paul, amid the commotion and festivities, we spotted the Piper, and then we simply saw 130 young people, all dressed in white hoods, march out in single file while the Piper played and led the way, without saying goodbye, as if they were in a hypnotic trance that only they understood and we were unaware of. Without saying goodbye, as if they were in a hypnotic trance that only they understood and we were unaware of. There was no announcement, no real explanation given to anyone, to any family. We only knew they had left because some people saw them follow him. The rest of us were just getting ready for the celebrations, preparing food, organizing activities, and planning the prayers. But we didn't notice their absence until we realized they weren't there during Mass. That day was overshadowed by anguish. Even the most succulent food grew cold, and if we ate it, it tasted of sadness, since there had been no farewell, not even a goodbye, just their absence. We suspected danger and went out to look for him, but found nothing, not a trace. And so it went, week after week, with no sign of them, according to what we heard from the few witnesses. Some children and some elderly people who were so sick at that time that they couldn't leave their homes. They had passed along a path, that street, which, as the only clue to their disappearance, we call Bungalows in Tracht, where we asked for silence, no music, no dancing, and as part of our grief, we created a stained glass window so we would never forget. We do know their whereabouts, but we know that wherever they may have gone, we hope they had a good life, and if God called them to his side, at least he gave them the chance to be free from suffering. What do you think happened to them? Where the where might Piper have taken them? That is the greatest sorrow of our beloved city.